Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. Instagram just shared a new update, which will give us all a new way to rank in the Instagram Reels tab, which we all know is the best way to get discovered on the app. So let's dive into this new Instagram update and how you can use this information for your Instagram strategy.
The head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, just announced that carousels, specifically carousels with audio, can now appear in the Reels tab. Now, this will give you a new opportunity to get your content in front of a whole new audience. Pretty cool, huh?
I think it's a really cool update, you know? We'll get more into it in a second, but I definitely think it is.
It's a bit of a game changer for carousels, which we already loved.
Yes.
So now, this is a really, really great update, and actually only one of the reasons why you should really be posting more carousels. And we're going to get into a few more reasons why carousels should definitely be a part of your Instagram strategy in a second, based on some new data. But what do you think of the update?
I love it. Okay, I'll say I love it. It's not like, oh my gosh, everyone's getting 100% Reels on your reach. Like, that's an update we would all love, but it's not possible. But I do like it because reach is an issue, and people have, spoken about their discomfort when it comes to creating Reels in general. And if reach is an issue, and we know that Reels is the best way to get reach, and not everybody wants to create Reels, this feels like a logical solution that you've added in, because it actually alleviates some of that pressure by allowing you to show up in the Reels tab with content that doesn't take as much time and is not as time intensive as creating a Reel. It's a lot less effort to create a carousel, depending on the type of carousel you want to create. So
that's a really good point.
What do you think about that?
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It seems it's like carousels, we already knew the two formats that perform the best with Reels and carousels. And now this is giving carousels like another strategic advantage. So it does help those people who get a bit anxious when they're creating video content or just don't have as much time. Obviously, editing Reels takes a lot longer than it does to put together some carousels, because now you can just put series of videos or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Very cool. I think it's a great thing moving forward for that specific content type.
And from a business perspective, if you do know, and remember, every social media platform, their goal is to get you to use the platform, one. And when you're in the best situation, not only are you using the platform, you're getting more people to use the platform because your content is so engaging that it gets people to stay on your post and, of course, then stay on the app.
Yeah.
So this is going to allow more people to create, which is the goal of any.
Of course.
Exactly. So more content, more things for people to watch, which will hopefully just encourage general daily uptake in users and things like that, right? So I think it's a smart decision on their part for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, so let's talk about how you can take advantage of this new update and some of the best practices to help increase engagement when you get that reach.
Yes.
So the first key thing is adding audio to the carousel. So what you'll do is you'll create a carousel as you would normally by selecting the carousel icon. Our recommendation here is to use mixed media, so a mix of photos and videos, because the diversity in the content will keep the viewer more engaged.
True.
Then when you hit next, you'll see they prompt you to add music. So you can hit browse for more options, and they'll also have some recommendations there for you as well. We'll need to do more testing here, but when it comes to music, our theory is that the same rules would apply as they do with Reels. So trending audio would be what you would leverage to increase your chances of showing up in front of more people, because that's how it does work with Reels. That's one of the best opportunities, or at least one of the levers you can pull in order to get your content in front of more people. If something's trending and it's being pushed, more opportunities. You can identify which audio is trending, as it'll have a little upwards arrow right next to it.
Yes.
And this will also, though, just mute any existing audio on any of the videos that you have in your carousel as well. Once you do that, you just proceed with the general steps of optimizing your posts. If you don't know what it means when we say optimize your posts, you can check out tips that we've had to let you know how to create Instagram posts that are optimized to reach more people in this video, where we broke that all down.
So here's why you should be posting more carousels. So in addition to carousels now having the opportunity to rank in the Reels tab, carousels actually get the most engagement as far as post types. And a recent report from Buffer, one of the OG social publishing tools, so if you would, but we had the Buffer t-shirt.
We had Buffer t-shirts. We had Buffer. This is like, geez, I don't even know, like 2016. That's what I was thinking, like, okay, yeah, wow.
Buffer was slaying it. And they were one of the first platforms that had a sick social presence too.
Yes, exactly. They were killing it,
Which was very, very good. Buffer did a report, and they found after analyzing more than 4 million posts between January 2022 and October this year, 2024, that although Instagram Reels get 36% more reach than carousels get 12% more engagement than Reels, and 114% more engagement than single image posts on Instagram.
Yes. Okay.
That's kind of crazy.
Isn't that, the numbers are insane. 114%. And I just want to say, this is why when we're in every consultation, every time you sit with us or we're with our members and we're inside our members channel, if you don't know about that channel, link to that in the description box below. But when we're in those sessions and someone presents us with a post and it's just an image, that's why we're always like, can you make this into a carousel? That's always like our first follow-up. Of course, like we'll talk about the post and dissect it, but it'll generally be, can you make this into a carousel? Because carousels just keep people on the app longer, which again becomes a signal for the algorithm that the post is more interesting, so it should be seen to more people. So if you have an image in your content calendar ready to go right now, see if you can make that into a carousel.
Yes.
Just had to add that point.
Totally, exactly right. So carousels, in summary, get significantly more engagement, and we know how important engagement is for building a community, and of course, ranking higher in the algorithm so you can connect with more people, which is the whole point of being on social.
Yeah.
So that alone, of course, is a reason for you to start posting more carousels. And now the additional reach potential with the added audio gives you even more opportunity to increase both your reach and your engagement.
Another reason why you should post more carousels is because carousels show up multiple times in feed. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, if you're scrolling through your feed, you may have a carousel post show up, but the video or image is on the second frame. That's because carousels actually receive multiple ranking opportunities to be shown in feed from your followers. So this means if a follower scrolled by your carousel the first time, which either they just didn't notice or even if they just didn't actually engage or care based on what the first slide was, Instagram will likely serve that post to them again if they didn't initially swipe through it. This is because they treat those additional slides as content that's missed and then gives that content another opportunity to be checked back out again. So it's kind of like how Netflix or any streaming platform really lets you pick up where you left off. If you were watching a show, it means you have some type of interest. Your interest is that you're following the person, so they're giving you that second opportunity to engage with the content. So this means your carousel post gets multiple options for both reach and engagement.
Does any other post types have that level of second chance?
No.
It's pretty cool.
If you pass by a reel in your feed, it doesn't come back in your feed.
Like in 2 seconds in or something like that.
Exactly. It doesn't come back in, like 5 seconds in to be like, hey, you sure you want to watch it? So that's why it's super good.
I think this is almost the strongest reason, aside from the whole point of this, which is the audio thing.
Yeah.
And in the Reels tab, I think that's amazing. But the second chance, it's the game changer. It's like, it really should be the reason if you're going to post a single image, just post 2.
Exactly.
Just post 2.
Yeah.
And it changes everything. On top of that, so carousels are, of course, easier to create than Reels. And put simply, it's way easier to create and publish carousels than Reels, just the actual logistics of it. So depending on how creative you want to get as well, because Reels can get pretty in depth. And all that means it's just easier for you to be consistent. And I think in this busy world where like the social platforms are getting more complex, and there's more things to know and there's more things to learn, you know, obviously if you're watching videos like this, you're trying to actively figure this out. This is a simpler answer. Now on top of that, again, carousels also give you a great opportunity to storytell. Arguably the best format for that. Arguably, I'm sure there's equivalent arguments for some of the others, but I think it's one of the best, if not the best. And while not having to worry so much about editing and getting your slides on beat and all that type of stuff and timing your text overlays, you can still take people through a day in their life as a creator or business. You can take them through the wrap up of an event or behind the scenes or through sequential slides instead. Now that you get up to 20 slides to do that. So that gives you a lot more space, like real estate to actually storytell in your carousels. Which once again, it's just sort of like really cool alternatives for all the things that Reels do. Which is amazing.
And I think Instagram increasing the amount of slides you can upload is another indicator that they want us to be publishing carousels, right? So when you really think about this, as we continue to say, when Instagram does certain things, pay attention to what that means, because that would likely mean they want us to add even more content. So continue to capture content as you would. So if you're looking, like hearing what we're saying now and you're like, okay, I have all this content captured, I've been sitting on it because I don't want to post a reel or I don't have time to edit. Continue capturing content as you would, or if you have content that already exists and you just know you're just not going to make a reel out of it, consider making it a carousel. And if you want to even go a little bit more, you can jazz it up with text and overlays. You can do this in Canva or directly in the Instagram app to just help provide additional context where it'll make sense. And again, pay attention to what Instagram is doing. They've also added features, which we talked about in our Instagram updates and features you should know about video, which we'll leave up here. But in that, we did talk about that new update that they had where they're letting you natively add text to carousels when you're uploading them. So again, they're hinting at the things and giving you the tools in order to be able to create.
Yes.
So that's it. That is the new Instagram update that will now allow you to rank in the Instagram Reels tab in order to better increase your reach. And it's something that you already know and potentially love doing, which is just making a carousel. It's not something new that you have to create. All you have to do is add audio. So they've made this super easy for people to be able to jump in on. And if you've watched this video and you're one of those people who are interested in making carousels, have a bunch of content and want to translate it, maybe it was from a reel into a carousel, in our membership channel, bi-weekly, we do content reviews and we answer your questions and we do tutorials. There's a lot of fun stuff that happens in there, trainings, resources, all the good jazz. You can learn about our membership here on YouTube by hitting the link below. There'll be a little join button and it'll be in the description box too. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. We hope it was helpful. Tell us what you think about the update. Very, very curious how you all feeling about it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace, yo.
Bye. Oh, check out this video before you go.
Yeah, please.
Bye.